That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend, she a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That my best friend, if you need a freak, I ain't dumb but motherfucker, she my Tweedledee. If she ride for me, she don't need a key. If you sideways, she straighten you if need to be. And she so bad that I just can't take that bitch nowhere. She off her fish, I said, don't go there. Bitch, break her back, she protect and attack. Get that strap, let them buckle, foot on neck, give no air. Whole world wanna be us, then my main bitch.
Hi, welcome to Pebbles story. Today is going to be a Q&A video of questions you guys have gave me on Instagram or in-person questions that I probably can remember, but yeah, this is a Q&A. Let me introduce myself. I am Pebbles, if you do not know who I am, aka Pebbles, because that's the only name I go by. I do not go by my government name because that is not who I am, and people respect that. So hopefully you can too if you're new here. I am 23. I am a pole instructor at the Secret Garden Pole Boutique. I also do privates. I post like tutorials on Instagram and whatnot. I have no job at the moment, just working at the studio, and that's it. I have 2 cats and a guinea pig. I like to sleep, eat, and drink. Let me rephrase it. I like to drink, sleep, and eat. There we go. And yeah, I really don't know what else y'all would like to know about me, but let's get into these questions, shall we? So this is going to be a 2-part. Want to just put that out there because my throat hurts, so I want it to be as quick as possible. Your girl got scrub throat. So let's get into these questions so I can go lay back down. Okay. The first question is, what made me start vlogging? What made me start vlogging, doing mini vlogs and YouTube and stuff, is because I get on Instagram and I see people having a life that I want, and I used to have, actually. I used to have that life. But things changed drastically. But they have the life that I used to have and that I want now. And they say it's based off them just doing YouTube and them just they got their own business. Of course, I got my own business. That's not the part. But just seeing it, I'm like, okay, that shit it looks pretty easy. Why not? So that was part of why I started vlogging. The second part is people always say that I'm funny and I should start doing videos, and my close friends be having them dying, and I just be like, I'm a serious person. Like, I be dead ass serious in that close friend that you are laughing at. I'm so serious that I'm serious about me cussing them out, calling them names. That was me serious. Okay. And they was like, yeah, I know. That's why you need to start vlogging your life, because people actually, watching and tune in. And which is true, because people don't have a job. So people don't got nothing to do but watch other people's lives. That's what world we live in today. Okay. So I just started doing that because I just got a lot of people in my ear saying it would be fun to watch me because I'm already funny. And then I was just like, yeah, I want to start it. I would like to do it. And then I went to quit my job, and now I do this full time. It's just cool though. I like having freedom. But yeah, that's why I started vlogging, because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? You should start doing it too if you want to. It's harder than you think. No, it's not. You think pressing play on the fucking record button on your phone is hard. Oh, the hell it ain't. It's not. You can do it, girl or guy. You can do it. 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 I'm starting somewhere so I can end up somewhere. So hopefully, if you want to do it too, you start somewhere and you'll end up somewhere. That's all that I got to say on why I started vlogging. So on to the next question. Question number 2. Did Buddy, who stood me up, ever contact me? No, no, he didn't. He watches my Instagram story every day. Every time I post something, he is there watching it. Not just on one page, but on all of my Instagram accounts. He is watching my pages. And it's weird because he's been around for more than 4 years. So for you to just up and do that one day, it's kind of weird. We done been outside, y'all. I done been out with that man several times. I've been out with him several times. Like more times than I could count on my hands. Several times. Done saw him plenty of times. So when he did that, he already knew I don't like stuff like that. So for you to do it, you already knew you was blocked after that day. I'm glad that I'm sure he knew he was blocked and he cannot call me. He never texts on Instagram. He's not even texting on my OF. Like he ain't doing none of that. He ain't he ain't even trying to communicate or say what the issue was or what happened and why he did this. He ain't even send me no cash app. Like the least you could have did was send a cash app. You ain't even do that, my boy. I would unblock you if you send a cash app. But yeah, he's blocked and no, he never texts me and that was like 2 weeks ago. So I have nothing to say to that man, but wish you well. And yeah, on to the next. Next question is worst sex I ever had. Girl, I do not know. I get paid to do stuff like that. So worse? Don't even know because I probably got paid 5 or 1,000 or 1,500 and it wasn't worse at that time because I was getting paid. So I can't even think in my head what's the worst I have had. Like I'm sitting here, let's sit here and think. I can remember the best that I had, but the worst, I don't think I laid on my back for somebody that was bad. Even if they paid me, I don't think they all got the ocean with the motion down pat. Mm, I don't even know. Mm, I gotta think this long. If I had to really go down everybody I done woohoo with, maybe we'd be here all day. I don't know. Hey, your girl get paid to do stuff like that. She don't sit here and document that shit. I document the best, and the best ones I done had was in a agreement. So it wasn't, I can remember that, but the worst, girl, I got paid. um, mm I can't even sit here and think about it. I don't even know. I don't. I don't. Maybe when I lost my virginity. What? Okay, that was funny because that was a long time ago, and ew, he didn't even pop my cherry for real. Now the second guy, he popped my cherry, and I do it all over again. Okay. So maybe the first guy I have ever did anything with, we was both didn't know what was going on. So I would say that's the worst. There we go. I gave you an answer. That's so. If I can live in, if I could live in another country, what would it be? There we go. That's how I said it. Where would it be? Japan. I really like Japan only because the culture itself, the food itself, in their language. I'm very interested in that. When I was in grade school, I used to go to private school for about 3 years, and I only had like 3 kids in my class, but we had this class where we was on the computer and we was learning any language we wanted to learn. And he asked me what would I want, right? And I was just like, Japanese. Got into it. It's an easy language. Like I did Japanese and I did French when I was in school. I never did Spanish. I never did none of the basic shit. I wanted to do something that I can actually use. I was so fascinated. I'm still am. So Japan, I will learn their language all over again because I forgot it and it's very easy to learn. So I think that would be where I would go. I would pack me and these cats and that guinea pig up and get the fuck on. Okay, I know they apartments are a lot smaller, but it's still nicer. Less rent, less paying. It's safer too. But yeah, Japan would be the place I would go. To the next question. Um, what is my dream vacation? My dream vacation is everywhere. I don't really think I have a designated spot besides I would love to go to Africa. And if I go to Africa, I would want to stay there for a month. But I would like to go everywhere. I would like to see everything, every single thing of this earth. I want to see. That's my dream vacation. Seeing everything, eating everything, and saying I don't like it, but I tried it. But still, just going to other places to just experience their culture, and even just in the U.S. Like it's places in the U.S. that I haven't been, and just everywhere, every state, every country, every city. I would like to see. I don't have a dream vacation. I want to go everywhere. If you don't want to go everywhere, it's something wrong with you, baby. I want to go everywhere. I will go everywhere. Put that like that. I will go everywhere. I have no dream vacation. So that's that. Next question. I could eat anything for the rest of my life. What would it be? It would be pepperoni pizza. I love pizza, not deep dish. Like thin crust or regular crust, pretzel crust, uh, Parmesan crust, stuffed cheese crust, pepperoni pizza and water. I'm okay. I can survive. I can survive off that pepperoni pizza and water. I can survive. Okay, I don't know about you, but that is something that I need to learn how to make from scratch. Pizza sound good right now. That's besides the point. But yeah, it would be pepperoni pizza. I like cheese pizza, but yo, it's just cheese. I don't like nothing else. Ooh, macaroni pizza. I could do macaroni pizza. Macaroni pizza. We can do a little. We can do a couple things with that. So pizza my answer. Pepperoni pizza and macaroni cheese pizza. That's my answer. And if you ain't never had macaroni cheese pizza, then you wasn't around when CC's Pizza was open. Cause baby, if you was, you knew that was the pizza. Okay, that was the pizza at the end of the line where the brownies was. It was the cheese pizza with motherfucking noodles on top, which was the macaroni, and that shit was delicious. I miss CC's Pizza. I heard it's one in Decatur. That's besides the point. Yeah, it would be pepperoni pizza slash macaroni cheese pizza. That's the last thing. If I could eat one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be? It would be that shit. Fuck yeah. On to the next question. Last question is how often do I oil my scalp? Twice a week. In between that, I do wash my hair and condition because um my color has to stay in. I get my hair colored too much, and sometimes when it starts to grow back, that the color starts to fade. But recently, the color's been doing very good. But I try to oil my scalp at least twice a week, if not. Because I do shampoo it a lot, only because I'm bald head. And before I cut my hair, I had dry scalp. So I try not to go back to that now that I'm bald headed. You can see my scalp. So yeah, twice a week with shampoo and conditioner. And then I have some leave-in conditioner too, but I need to go buy some more. But yeah, that's how often I do that. So this concludes part 1. Okay, I need to go drink some water because my throat hurt. Yeah, but tune in for part 2. Come back and comment below some more questions if you have any. If you couldn't think of none off the rip of me just posting it on my Instagram story, maybe you didn't see it. But if you have any more questions, just comment them below and I'll comment back depending on what it is. Okay, depending on what it is. If you do have a question that you might feel like it's too personal, there ain't nothing personal with me, baby girl. I like to tell my story. I don't care what y'all ask me. Okay, a lot of people have questions and they think that it might be too much, but it's never too much for me. You probably want to know why I am and like I am today, and I tell you what happened. That's if you ask. I'm just not gonna come out and say stuff like that, but if you ask, if you have any questions, just put it down. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in to part 2 for the rest of the questions. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. I think this was a success. I hope so. So I will see you soon. Bye.